Now, there are a few changes that the $900 million over 8 years can help to support. So first, we will buy more buses. We will hire more bus captains and also the service staff to maintain the buses. We have to build new infrastructure. And this will then allow us to run more bus services, introduce new routes. So within existing towns, there will be new feeder services that we can introduce depending on the needs of that location. So it's town by town. We don't have a template that is the same across different parts of Singapore. It depends on the needs of the commuters in that location. And we will do this in consultation with the grassroots advisors. The second thing that we can do would be to look at where there are new estates, the residents who move in earlier, are we able to introduce bus services to serve their needs earlier? So we don't wait till more and more people have moved in before we introduce the bus services. We try to introduce the bus services as early as possible. So in tandem with when the residents first move in to these new estates, we want the bus services to be ready as soon as possible. But what this means is that during the initial period, the buses will have lower ridership by definition. So yes, this is a commitment, require resources from the government, but we think that in exchange, we will be able to get better connectivity and better services for our residents. The second one is along certain routes from certain towns where the MRT lines are more heavily used. We also want to make sure that we provide alternative bus services to the city for the residents during peak hour. So what is called City Direct services during peak hours, you will provide alternative options for the residents to use in addition to taking the MRT. There's also the idea of introducing what we call the express feeder services. So this would apply to certain places where you may have new developments that are further away. If you use the traditional feeder services, you will have to stop at many stops along the way. So it will take a long time before you reach the key transport nodes or the town center. So the express feeder service, it's a kind of like a new concept. We will skip some of the stops. We will only have a few intermediate stops. So it will be a faster service for the residents in this further away housing developments to be able to travel to key transport nodes and to the town centers.